Hi, this is Raj from MR Sportscars. Here I've got a very special Porsche Cayman S. It's a 987 Gen 2. It was produced in 2011, so one of the last produced. So with it being an S, it's a 3.4 litre flat six direct fuel injection engine car. So it has around 320 horsepower and it'll do 60 in just under 5 seconds, 4.9 seconds with the options it has. So this has some very special options on it. As you can see, I mean, I might miss a few things. This car from the factory had the Aero Kit, which is basically the Cayman R kit. So it has the rear spoiler there, which is fixed, which sits actually on the tailgate. That's where the standard spoiler would sort of go up. This car hasn't got that. It's got this fixed spoiler here. And then at the front, it's got a more pronounced front bumper as well. So these bits stick out a lot further than the standard car. So that's the factory Aero Kit. It was also known as the SportDesign Package. So with that SportDesign Package, you also got the body coloured side vents instead of silver. And obviously those body kit bits there, and a couple other bits as well. So you got the blacked out badge, so that's also from the factory. And it also came, this car was spec'd with the sports exhaust and the sports stainless steel sports tailpipes, which are those ones there. So they have sort of like a ridged edge. Sounds absolutely amazing. These cars always sound best with the switchable sports exhaust or an aftermarket exhaust. It really unleashes the sound of these cars. Now the wheels are also part of that SportDesign package. They are the 19-inch ultra lightweight BBS. They're known as the Spyder wheels, but they're also the same wheels fitted on the Cayman R. And these were finished from the factory in gloss black, but a previous owner had them resprayed in a very nice colour to suit the Basalt black metallic paintwork, and that is Weissgold. So that is a Porsche colour as well. It's a very silvery gold, and it looks incredible with the Basalt black paintwork, the red tail lights, LED tail lights, red calipers obviously as well. Discs and pads were replaced not long ago by a Porsche main dealer, and it's also got Michelin Pilot Sport N-rated tyres here, PS2s, and the fronts are the same as well. So Michelin, where's the Pilot Sport? Pilot Sport N2. So matching tyres, all in with a lot of tread left, and just like the discs as well, I've got plenty of life left in them there. There's no lip on them at all. All the coolant crossover pipes were redone recently at Porsche Specialist, and the lower front arms were also replaced at Porsche Specialist as well. So this car's had a lot of money spent on it over the years. Other external options on this car include the rear wiper, which is optional. That can be deleted if you don't like it. Some people don't like it. If people are using this through winter, then it's really nice to have that rear wiper, but you can take it out and put a cap to hide where the motor goes. This car also has the optional PDLS, so Porsche Dynamic Lighting System. This main bezel here, it's a bi-xenon system. It's self-leveling, and also this bezel here rotates with the steering wheel. It's speed dependent as well, so it basically lights around the corners at night, which is really great. And it's not a beautiful white light from these, and it's got headlamp washers as well. Now this car, because it's got this sort of sporting emphasis to it, wasn't spec'd with rear parking sensors, so there's no sort of holes where there would be the sensors in there. On the inside, it has some other really nice options as well. So the first thing you see is the carbon door entry guards with illuminated logos. So these light up when you open the door. You can't see it here because obviously it's daylight, but when it's like it's dusk or night, that lights up really nicely, and that's on both sides. It has the full black leather, actually it's extended leather, so it has the stitched leather dash, and it has leather on the doors as well. Now that is quite unusual to see on a 987 Gen 2. It was quite an expensive package on top of full leather, which meant full leather on the seats. These are the two-way electric comfort seats with the height adjustment there and electric backs. Very comfortable seats in themselves. And then this car has all the sports related options. So it has Sport Chrono Package Plus, so it has Sport and Sport Plus. It has the Switchable Sports Suspension, PASM. Has a Switchable Sports Exhaust, and that's that obviously doesn't work because this car doesn't have a spoiler that goes up and down, and it's got the button to turn traction control on and off. It's got the 7-speed ZF semi-automatic box, which can be run in full manual, full auto, a combination of the two, and it works really well with this steering wheel. This is the recommended steering wheel with the PDK system. It's called the SportDesign steering wheel. Has full-size paddles which go round with the car, and it also has this neat little thing here which lights up when you've got Sport or Sport Plus, and also if you engage launch control. These cars have launch control, so it will do 60 in comfortably under 5 seconds, especially in launch control. It's covered 42,634 miles, and it's got a full Porsche and Porsche specialist service history. I'll just show you when the next service is due. So it's due in 284 days or 18,000 miles. There's no warning messages. I've run a full diagnostics on this car. It only has, from memory, only 4 ignitions in range 2. The ranges go from range 1 to 6 in terms of over revs, so that kind of highlights that this car hasn't been tracked, it hasn't been abused, it hasn't been run at the red line. Range 1 and 2 are actually below the red line. It's brushing the red line, so this car has never been sort of used in a track sort of scenario, from what the diagnostics say, and it doesn't have any errors or anything like that on the diagnostics. I'll just film starting it up so you can hear the difference that the sports exhaust makes. So it's already warmed up, and you'll hear when I press the button, there we go, you hear it sort of switch. It's very subtle. I'm not going to rev it or anything, but it does sound really, really nice when you have that engaged. But it sounds absolutely beautiful. The flat 6 is an unmistakable sound, and much nicer than the later 4-cylinder turbos found in the 718. So these cars, 987 Gen 2 and the 981 cars, so basically between 2009 and 2015 was sort of the sweet spot for both the Boxster, Cayman and 911 models. So the cars you want to look out for: 997 Gen 2 911s, 991 Gen 1 911s, 987 Gen 2 Caymans and Boxsters, and 981 Caymans and Boxsters, because all of those have non-turbocharged flat 6 engines, and they just sound phenomenal, and in my opinion they're the ones that people are going to want to collect. All the flat 6 Porsches. 2016 onwards they went to turbocharging, both in the 911s they went to 3 litre twin turbos. With the Caymans and Boxsters, in most cases other than GT4s and things, they went to the 4-cylinder 2 litre or 2.5 single turbos. So that's just one thing to bear in mind when you're looking at these cars. The other option that this car has, which is really nice, is this bit is normally just a plastic finish, even with extended leather. This one's been optioned with this all to be embossed, covered in leather as well. On the inside it has a universal audio interface, so it has the connections there. There's the original cable to connect your iPod to, and there's the 2 tracker fobs, so it has the tracker as well. Now looking at this system here, it has the full Sat-Nav system with European maps all built into the system, and it has that wired auxiliary, which you can actually use an item you can get. So this has Bluetooth phone connectivity as well, this car, so it's been optioned with that, which is a nice option to have, so you can take calls and everything through the system. If you buy one of these, you can connect this into these connections here. So the USB bit goes here, this goes into auxiliary, and then you can pair your phone to this device and to your PCM simultaneously. This will allow you to audio stream wirelessly from your phone and your music. Even if you're running Waze and music through there, you just literally put it into auxiliary and then it will play it through this system here. So it's a really nice way of updating these cars without having to change anything on the car. Currently this device on Amazon's £35. It's the, I think it's Tune Fly. You can message me if you want to get full details or a link to where to buy that on Amazon or somewhere else. And that's a really nice way of sort of bringing everything up to date on a car like this. I'll just put that back. Now, other options on here. It has the with that SportDesign package. It also comes with the black trim along the dash and also around here. So this is normally silver here, and this is all brushed silver as well. But this is all been spec from the factory in black, and also this around here would be silver, and that's all black because it was spec that way with that SportDesign package. Sport Chrono Package Plus stopwatch is also there. And this car has BOSE. From memory, it's 10 or 11 speakers. It has some useful cubby holes. It has obviously a 12 volt supply there. That's never been used. This car is as new, so it's in a lot of ways. So all the trims and things, and I'll show you under the front and rear boots. Everything feels new, even though it's 2011. So it's 11 years old now. I mean, here it's got the optional boot protector from Porsche. It's got an extra one of these. You normally only get one from the factory, so someone's paid for a second one to sort of strap things down. That points to it being looked after very nicely. It also has this optional sun blind on the rear window, which is removable. It's got clips there, and I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to leave it with the car. So that just shows you that someone's, and there's a receipt for that from Porsche main dealer. So it just shows you that someone is been looking after this car. And also, if you look here, this has got the optional, this is about 110, 120 pounds, I believe. It's the aluminium fuel cap. And then under here, all of these plastics, which I take off to clean under, everything is original, so it's still got its original Velcros, which show that these wings haven't been replaced. I do all of these checks before advertising these cars. All of this is unfaded, didn't have any like leaves or litter underneath them, which they often do. It has its Porsche battery. This car was actually under warranty till 2019, so extended throughout. So there's the Porsche battery, which means it's eligible for that. They insist on that. It's got a useful storage space here. Brake fluid is here if you need to top that up, which you shouldn't need to. It's got its original VIN sticker under there, and also in the windscreen. And then in here is all the tools that it should have. So locking wheel bolt, 12 volt top up for tyres, tyre gel, set of tools, and then towing eye. And then there is the BOSE amplifier for the sound system. So all of that is as it should be, as new as it left the factory. Lovely and sunny today. Really highlights the metallic. I don't know if this is coming out in the camera, but it's got a lovely metallic. So these are gold specs in the Basalt black metallic paintwork, and that's another sort of tie-in with these Weissgold white gold metallic wheels, which this colour was on GT2 RS's, I believe, and GT3s. It's a very, very, very nice colour, and I would actually consider doing this on one of my own cars at some stage, that colour, because it just makes them look fantastic, especially with a contrasting colour like this. So there's the other side. Again, everything is unblemished. All of these sides here. In fact, one of the previous owners fitted these guards on the edges of the doors, and that goes all the way down, so it stops some chipping. If you catch a wall or another car, it's actually a protective barrier, and that's on both sides. So that's really nice. And all the plastics here, I normally treat these with G-Technique, but these were actually this sort of unfaded colour. Same with the scuttle here. None of this needed treating by me, so it's really nice to see a car that's clearly been looked after and cleaned properly. It's probably stored indoors because the sun normally makes those bits fade, so it's clearly been sort of taken out on nice days and sort of parked up in the garage so it doesn't fade with the sun and get damaged from the sun. So an excellent example. The 987 Gen 2s are the cars that people like having because they have the hydraulic steering. They still have 320 horsepower, so still plenty fast enough, but they have the reliable engine. So all the DFI engines are direct fuel injection engines, like this one. When this was introduced in 2009, this era of car, they eradicate all the issues with Borescoring, IMS bearing failures and RMS oil seal leaks. So these cars are the ones that collectors are sort of looking for and holding on to, and consequently they are sort of rising in price at the moment. So very nice car, one to sort of hold on to for a long time, especially in this spec, which is very unusual. I've never seen another one with this kind of specification on it, with all the sport design package, the extended leather, the switchable sports exhaust, the Aero Kit, the Cayman R wheels. This is essentially a cut price Cayman R, so you'd save on the insurance and you'd save on the purchase price as well, obviously. So if you're interested in this car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.